There's two things you guys need to learn about Dino Gyms. One, you can't choose them. They choose you.
What's the other?
They go real well with Dino Morphers.
Over 800 episodes, and we'll be looking at the best of the best. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Power Rangers episodes. For this list, we're not limiting ourselves to just one season, but rather we'll be looking at some of the most memorable episodes that made this series the more phenomenal hit it deserves to be, whether it be the butt-kicking action, the terrific character development, or just that special something that stood out for all these years. Also, little spoiler alert here if you're not all caught up. Number 10, White Light, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Season 2. With Lord Zedd's forces growing stronger, the Rangers needed to once again up their game. Zordon and Alpha have mysteriously disappeared, which is really poor timing with Zedd's newest monster on the loose, and Billy decides to find out why. He finds a secret door in the command center and sees them working on a big surprise. Said surprise is literally a shining beacon of hope, the White Ranger.
Guess who's back?
With new powers, a new sword, and the new White Tiger Zord, Tommy is back and he's here to stay, making these episodes a true turning point for the series. By placing Tommy as the new leader and getting a whole new awesome Megazord combination, it showed that this season had epic showdowns to come.
Here, here.
Welcome back, Tommy.
Welcome back.
Number 9, The Green Candle, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 1.
It's made of very special wax. When it burns out, Rita will have stolen your powers.
Most teens just have to worry about asking someone they like to the dance, but that's the least of Tommy's worries right now. While the rest of the Rangers fight a shape-shifting monster, Rita has plans for Tommy in the form of a magical candle that's slowly draining his powers. Jason tries to get the candle, but is left with a difficult decision that will haunt him later on.
What if I don't get the candle in time and lose his powers?
If we don't get to him in time, he'll lose his life.
Which will you choose, Red Ranger?
Though the monster is defeated, it's too late. The green candle is burnt out, and the Green Ranger's powers are gone, for now. Though the outcome is bittersweet, we do end on a happier note with the Tommy and Kimberly moment everyone has been waiting for. Number 8, The Road to Corinth, Fade to Black, Power Rangers RPM.
We can do this the easy way or the hard way. I'm gonna count no. Wait, what no? How can you say no? I haven't even told you my demands yet.
With RPM being Disney's last Power Ranger season, they went all out with this story set in a post-apocalyptic future. In this 2-part season premiere, we saw that RPM was not gonna be your typical Power Ranger season, setting up the post-apocalyptic world, its lead character Dylan not being part of the initial Ranger team, and Ziggy being, well, just watch.
The aircraft carrier set sail at dawn the next morning. That was the last I ever saw of her.
Hitting the right balance of dark tone while still having lighthearted dialogue to keep the show engaging. These opening episodes made sure this season's identity was an unforgettable one. What other show can pull off a badass prison fight erupting over strawberry jello? Number 7, Reflection, Power Rangers SPD.
A visitor. What a rare treat.
This isn't a social visit. I'm here on official SPD business.
Since the beginning, Sky Tate has wanted to follow in his dad's footsteps as an SPD Red Ranger, and he may get that chance sooner than he thinks. Sky is sent to interrogate Murloc, a Hannibal Lecter-style criminal who can travel through reflective objects, for information about a shape-shifting monster, but Murloc has a painful price.
You're a monster!
You think?
Sky relives the story of his father, and inadvertently lets Murloc escape. When Sky finds that Murloc was responsible for his father's death, it becomes personal. So Jack offers Sky the tools to settle the score, the Red Ranger Morpher, along with the new Battleizer. Sky got to live his dream and avenge his father, but he's a hero no matter the color.
I will escape again.
Number 6, To the 10th Power, The Power of Pink, Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. Despite starting the series of annual team-ups, this one still leaves one of the biggest impacts. Drakina and Deviant have revived the ultimate Ranger Hunters, the Psycho Rangers. But luckily, the Lost Galaxy Rangers have the Space Rangers to boost their numbers.
I brought along an old friend.
Bet you didn't expect to see me again.
You!
Thus, we have one of the most epic battles in the show's history, but it doesn't end there. Psycho Pink survives and uses a dangerous weapon to try to steal Casey's powers. Kendricks manages to save Cassie, but at a fatal cost. Intended to write Kendricks out when her actress was diagnosed with leukemia, this team-up was the first to have a Ranger die on the battlefield. Talk about a shocking way to end a team-up.
So are you gonna be okay? I think so.
We have to be.
Number 5, The End of Time. Power Rangers Time Force.
The 4 of you are to return to the Year 3000 immediately.
The 4 of us?
In this 3-part season finale, 4 of the Time Force Rangers are called back to the future as Ransik prepares for an attack that could destroy all of time. Wes reluctantly sends them back against their will, leaving him and Eric to fight the battle alone. Unfortunately, the Future Rangers are too inspired by Wes's make-your-own-destiny principle to abandon him.
How can we live our lives knowing that it cost Wes his?
They all regroup for a final battle against the criminal leader, but rather than the usual kill the bad guy and save the day outcome, Ransik surrenders when his hatred of humans almost gets his daughter killed.
My heart has been filled with hate for so long, and that nearly cost me the one person I truly love.
Thus, the season ends on perhaps the most impactful message, and a tear-jerking farewell for Wes and Jen.
I should have told you this a long time ago. I love you.
I love you too.
Number 4, Green with Evil. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Season 1.
And now, morph into the Green Ranger!
Before becoming a Power Ranger legend, Tommy was the new kid in Angel Grove who captured the Rangers' interest, especially Kimberly. Unfortunately, Rita's got her eyes on him too and hypnotizes him into becoming her new evil Green Ranger.
Long live Empress Rita!
The Green Ranger wastes no time in disabling the command center, breaking contact with Zordon, and one-upping the Rangers every chance he gets. This 5-part miniseries was a huge game changer for the first season, not only pitting the Rangers against one of their own, but also having them fight without Zordon's guidance, and the actual possibility that Rita could win. In the end, after an intense battle, one of the Rangers' most deadly enemies becomes one of their greatest allies.
Will you join us, Tommy?
Number 3, Dr. K. Power Rangers RPM.
Maybe next year. Now don't forget to make your birthday wish.
You do have a wish, don't you?
I wish I could remember my name.
For a show about multicolored heroes battling evil monsters, it's rare that the team's mentor gets their own dedicated backstory, let alone one this heavy. Actress Olivia Tennant, who plays Dr. K, delivers a fantastic performance, as we see her character's backstory of being abducted as a child and forced to work in a government facility for most of her life.
It's your birthday.
And we're friends. Gemma, you two should know, I don't even like you.
We see the awkward bond she forms with 2 other subjects, Jem and Gemma. And most importantly, we learn that in a desperate attempt to escape the facility, she was the one that created the series' antagonist Ben Jinx, thus inadvertently leading to humanity's downfall. That's one hell of a burden to bear, kids show or not.
Gemma, wait! No, we don't have time!
Number 2, Forever Red. Power Rangers Wild Force.
I was sent to recruit you for an important mission. The fate of the entire Earth is at stake. We need your help.
What better way to celebrate the 10th anniversary than with this ultimate team-up? The last remaining generals of the evil Machine Empire from Zeo are planning to attack Earth with a familiar weapon on the moon. Cole, the Red Wild Force Ranger, is called in to aid on a mission to the moon to stop them, with the help of the previous 9 Red Rangers from Mighty Morphin to Time Force.
All right, guys, we're here to save the Earth. Let's take them down.
This was the episode that fans had been dying for. A reunion of the most iconic colored Rangers coming together to do what they do best: battle evil, morphed, and unmorphed. It's all topped off with some appreciated continuity nods and an entertaining send-off at the end.
So that was Tommy. He really is the greatest Ranger. What?
Before we unveil our number 1 episode, here are a few honorable mentions.
I don't want to fight you, bro, and I don't want to hear any more of your lies.
According to the satellite guide, it's a Japanese show about the world-famous Power Rangers. They even dubbed it in English.
We're a TV show in Japan? I gotta see this.
Look, there's Dr. O.
But how? I took your powers away!
That's what you thought, but once a Ranger,
Always a Ranger!
Number 1. Countdown to Destruction. Power Rangers in Space.
Summon all of my evil forces. They must all unite to finally take over the universe.
With the series on the verge of being canceled, the producers pulled out all the stops to deliver the biggest finale possible. Every major villain from Mighty Morphin to In Space begin an all-out assault on the universe, with Astronema setting her sights on Earth.
Come on, let's get in there! Who's with me?
It's longtime comic relief Bulk and Skull taking charge to lead the fight for Angel Grove, while Andros sneaks on board Astronema's ship and finds the missing Zordon, who gives him one last difficult mission. In that moment, the Zordon era comes to an end, every villain from the last 6 seasons is destroyed, and the show earned strong enough ratings to save it from cancellation. Do you agree with our list? What's your favorite episode of the Multicolored Teenagers with Attitude?
Wait. Did I ever tell you guys about the time I got baked in a giant pizza?
For more nostalgic top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Cut the sarcasm, will ya? Yeah! These guys obviously don't believe us either.
We do.